It's the 9th of October and I'm Juju Rath. Here are today's news headlines. Experts suggest Juju could be free in 2 years. Court learns that Devani visited sex sites the day Annie's body was found, and more health workers are hospitalized in Spain during an Ebola scare. According to experts, hip-hop singer Juju and co-accused Temba Shabalala could be eligible for parole in 2 years. Now, the two were initially handed down 20 years for murder, but the South Gauteng High Court in Joburg converted the murder convictions to culpable homicide. Their sentences were reduced to 10 years, 2 of which were suspended. The sentences would be backdated to October 2012, when the two were first sentenced and jailed. Juju and Shabalala were also initially sentenced to 4 years in jail on 2 attempted murder convictions and another year for driving under the influence of drugs and racing on a public road. The attempted murder convictions were set aside. Now, the two were found guilty of murder, attempted murder, driving under the influence of drugs and racing on a public road by the Protea Magistrates Court. The two of them crashed their Mini Coopers into a group of schoolboys in Protea, North Soweto on March 8, 2010. 4 boys were killed and 2 were left permanently brain damaged. According to formal admissions, British businessman Shree Devani's computer was logged onto sex sites hours after his wife's body was found. The formal admissions document was handed up by his lawyer Francois van Sale this week, but was not read out in court. He admitted his computer was logged onto a site in the early hours of the morning of November 15, 2010, and Annie's body was found in the hijacked shuttle taxi early on November 14th. Devani is charged with murder, kidnapping, robbery with aggravating circumstances, and conspiracy to commit these crimes. He's also charged with defeating the ends of justice. And finally, 3 more health workers in Spain have been admitted to hospital for monitoring for Ebola yesterday. Now, this includes 2 doctors who had contact with a Spanish nurse who's been infected by the disease. The infected nurse, identified by Spanish media as Teresa Romero, said that she cared for 2 Spanish citizens who were repatriated from West Africa for treatment. The 2 patients eventually died from the virus. Now, it's believed that the nurse may have contracted the virus from touching her face with a glove after she removed her protective suit. She told Spanish media via phone, "I think the mistake was when I removed the suit. I see it as the most critical moment in which it could have happened, but I'm not sure." The World Health Organization has confirmed that nearly 4,000 have died from the Ebola outbreak in West Africa, and there have been over 8,000 reported cases of the disease. For these stories and more, stay tuned to News 24 Live. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.